Effects of LPG in India. LPG stands for liberalization, privatization and globalization. The sectors in which its effects are biggest and most visible are agriculture, aviation, automobile, mobile technology, cable television and outsourcing. Effects in agriculture. Suicide of over 2 lakhs farmers. About 60% of population depend on agriculture. In spite of this, it has declined in size to under 20% of GDP. It is in the grip of both economic and ecological crisis. The focus has shifted from traditional food grains to the cash crops. It has resulted in the devastation of both land and farmers. It has devastated the land because the overuse of chemicals. Aviation sector. Today less than 5% of Indians can fly. Government has to approve a bailout package of 30,000 crore to rescue Air India. Today no private sector is gaining substantial profit. The positive effects of LPG can be seen in the sector of telecom, IT sector, cable television and also in the automobile. Today Indians have the access to mobile phone at the cheaper rate and they have also the access of cable television, and due to our outsourcing the IT sector has boomed a lot and created a lot of jobs. The negative effects of LPG. It has imposed ecological cost on India. We can see this effect in the many fields. Loss of prime forest, water pollution, degradation of land due to overuse of chemicals, melting of Himalayan glacier, the rise of GHG, that is greenhouse gas, the air pollution due to excessive factories. Effects. 400 million Indians continue to live at or below poverty line. India still has the largest number of dirt poor people living anywhere in the world as it did in 1991. LPG has created intense competition. It has created huge gulf between rich and poor. There is unequal distribution of wealth. We can see in the peak the poverty that is present in India. Half of our children is malnourished. The policy of LPG has provided the unequal distribution of wealth in India. It is well said, riches are becoming more richer while poor are becoming more poorer. The policy of LPG in sum up can be said that prosperity and poverty is increasing simultaneously. It has given the cause to rise the Naxalism as we have seen in some eastern states of India. So my conclusion is, it is the time to drop this policy but not acting at a same point but in the successive steps, and emphasis should be on the more expenditure on public sector. Government should participate more in universal healthcare system, education system and different diaspora of economic. Now we will look into the future of capitalism and Marxism. Future of capitalism. Capitalism has been able to survive itself for the last 200 years despite severe criticism. Under this system, capital continues to enjoy supremacy. It has produced highly stratified society. Now we will see how capitalism works. The focus is on maximizing profit. There is a chain of supply and demand. According to demand, supply is poured into the market. For the time when there is profit, workers also get their share in profit, though inadequate, in the form of salary hike. Then it is said that capitalism is working efficiently. But when demand reduces, workers either lose their jobs or there is drastic reduce in salary. Recession is the inherent property of capitalism.
In various aspects of capitalism, I want to express my view on the future of capitalism. Due to its structure, it has produced two classes in the society, working class and the capitalist class. Working class is in the majority, while capitalist class is in the minority. Here, one class gains at the cost of the others. The emphasis is on maximizing the profit, not on the welfare of society. So there is a class in the interest of these two classes. I am fully agree with the Marxian perspective on this same issue. Due to this, it has raised the question, how long can capitalism go from here? We have witnessed the Great Depression of 1929 and also the global recession of 2008. Many scholars have argued that capitalism is not lasting forever. So what could be the solution? In my view, capitalism will collapse sooner or later. It will happen. Working class people will unite together and will revolt to overthrow the system of capitalism. So this system is going to collapse one day.
Now I am going to throw light on the future of Marxism. Marx believed that due to inherent faults in capitalism, it will eventually lead to its downfall. Egalitarian society is a society in which everyone has same goal and get equal economic rewards.
Told earlier, it is the broad concept. It can accommodate those changes. It has been a dream of humans since the predate to make an egalitarian society, a society in which every man will be equal, all will get the equal opportunity to rise, nobody will exploit others. It can be accomplished only with the adopting Marxism. So I hope Marxism will conquer the world. All we need to do is keep patience, and it will be a reality, but in the successive step. It will not come directly in one step. I want to stop myself here with the recalling a Syrian poet Adonis' words. A time between ashes and roses is coming, when everything shall be extinct and when everything shall begin.